All right, welcome to Talkin' Investing. I am Tom, and as always, this is not financial advice. I wanted to bring you guys a quick alert today on a stock that I have in our 10K portfolio and a stock that I've done a few videos on recently. The name of the company is Volta. Stock ticker is VLTA. If you're new to the channel, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Also, everybody, please remember to smash the like button. It helps out the channel a lot. And feel free to drop a comment below. Also, you see a pinned comment below with a link to our free Discord. So we'd love to have you over there. So let's get into Volta. I just want to do a quick update. I have done a couple of videos on this recently. And like I said, I do own this in our 10K challenge. If you don't know what that is, check out our videos. Every weekend we put out a video updating the 10K challenge. Volta is an EV play. They are an EV charging station infrastructure play. And they are currently dropping like a rock. I want to show you things, talk about where they're at as a company, and then talk about what's happening on the chart and see if there's a buying opportunity here, or you may decide this is currently in a free fall and it's something you want to steer clear of. But I think either way, it's very much worth a look and it's worth adding to your watch list. Okay, here's Volta's website, and I only show you this just because they got a picture of the Earth, and it's cool. Obviously, this is an environmentally friendly company. They're an EV charging station, so there is a massive amount of federal money tagged for EV infrastructure. They want to add 500,000 EV charging stations to the United States. Volta is one of the top players in this. There's really 4 players that stand out in this space, Volta being one of them, and you'll see their growth rate is astronomical. They're looking to average over 100% compound annual growth rate for the next several years. So this is a super ultra high growth company in a sector that is very environmentally friendly, and there's federal dollars set aside to help companies like this. So I view this as a very, very solid play. They have a lot of cash in the bank. They do not make money yet, but they're ultra high growth. And we know that these EV charging stations are coming, right? Tesla just put out earnings yesterday and shocked everybody with the number of vehicle deliveries. So the electric vehicles are happening. Volta Inc. reports fourth quarter and year-end 2021 financial results. So they just put this out a week ago. So I wanted to just go through a few of the highlights and remind everybody what's going on here. Annual revenue increased 66% year over year to $32.3 million. 44% year-over-year growth in total installed stalls. So the stalls being their EV charging stations. So they have 2,330 of these installed as of December 31st. So I want to look at a couple of other numbers. So again, $32 million in sales for the year 2021. If I go down to their forecast, full year 2022 outlook. Full year 2022 revenue in the range of $70 million to $80 million. So the low end of that range represents more than 100% growth. And analysts expect them to continue at that level of growth again in 2023. Total incremental connected stalls in the range of 1,700 to 2,000. So that's not quite doubling, but that is a massive increase in the total number. I think somewhere in the neighborhood of 80% increase in their total charging stations out there in the world. So basically all good stuff. They had a strong 2021 and they're forecasting, over 100% growth in 2022. Now, I will say they are not profitable yet. So they do burn through cash, but they have over $300 million in the bank and they're not in danger of running out of cash anytime soon. So right now they're trading at $2.18. That's down, just click to 10%. So they're down about 10% on the day. And you're going to see this is happening day after day after day. So if I go to this chart right here, this is tracking Volta's market cap over the course of the last few years. And you'll see just in November of 2021, they were very close to a $1 billion market cap. They were triple the market cap that they are right now, only 5 months later. So I just want to keep that in mind as we go to the chart and look at the stock price, because this is not about dilution. This is about loss of market cap. Meanwhile, remember, the company is projecting 100%, over 100% growth for the upcoming year. Okay, so this is Volta's chart on the one-day time frame. So each one of these candles represents 1 day. The trading day is not over yet. Intraday, they are down 10.29% to $2.18, and that represents their all-time low. And put in perspective, Yesterday they hit their all-time low, and they're down another 10% today. So the first part of this, I guess, would be a cautionary tale. On March 28th, which was less than a month ago, they had a very big red candle right here, and they crossed through this line of support. Since then, it has turned into a line of resistance, as it so often does. So you'll see they tested this again almost a week later on April 4th. We got up to that line. It failed. It's been basically headed straight down ever since. You can see today is forming a pretty large red candle as well. Yesterday was a red candle. We had 1 day of reprieve in the middle, but we're now 3 weeks into this stock heading down, and a lot of these days over the last 3 weeks, they have set a new all-time low. Obviously, one part of this situation is that it is in a free fall, and you never know how low these stocks can go. So there is no way to quantify the downside other than all the way down to zero. I don't believe it's going there. This seems like a healthy company that is moving rapidly in the right direction. So here's a situation. Again, I like to find companies where the company is moving in one direction and the stock is moving in the other direction, because those tend to be temporary conditions that rectify themselves over time. The question is, how bad does it get before it starts getting better? So again, I'll remind you, this is not financial advice. This is a highly volatile stock. It is currently in a free fall. So please be careful when investing in this. I will tell you that I am invested in this. I have been averaging into this. I'm starting to look at some of the metrics that surround this company, and I feel like, although certainly I don't know where the downside ends, this is a good spot to dollar cost average. If I have to continue to do so, I probably will for as long as the story stays the same on this company. So you can see from their November high on November 15th here, down to their current stock price, this stock is down 83%. This is what I say. Typically, a stock down over 80%, you would think it's fallen all it can fall. But this market has been absolutely vicious to small cap, high growth stocks. I have several on my watch list that are down 90% or more than 90%. And these are not garbage companies. Typically, when a company's down 95%, it's on its way to zero. Right now, that's not true. There's a lot of companies down 90 or 95% that I think it's highly likely are going to make it through this and recover. Doesn't mean they're going to get all the way back to their high from a year or a year and a half ago, or at least not anytime soon. But I do believe they will recover, and you can see I'm going to show you a few price targets. This doesn't have to get back to its recent high to make a lot of money on this stock. If you go from where it's trading right now on April 21st, back to March 17th, that's a 122% increase in the price of this stock if it just retraces its steps over the last 1 month. So this is what I'm saying. Like, I'm not looking for this stock to go from 3 to 12 or 15 or 20. If it can just get back to where it was just 1 month ago at $4.83, that's a 122% increase. If it can get back to where it was 2 months ago on February 10th, that is a 170% increase in the price of this stock. So the danger obviously is to the downside, there is no line of support under this. So you don't know how long it's going to go down before it starts going back up, if it starts going back up. I believe that it will. If it does, I've given 2 price targets that represent more than a double in the price just to get back to some very recent, realistic price goals. For me, this is one where I believe the risk reward is very good. I expect it probably will keep falling. It's hard to pick a bottom, so it very well may continue to go down. Having said that, if they can turn the corner, you can see some price targets here that have big upside. So again, not financial advice. I'm not recommending this stock to you. Please do your due diligence and be careful on this one, because this one is in a free fall at the moment. So if you made it this far, please remember to subscribe to the channel. Also, please smash the like button for us. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video.